Good morning, Madam Shaidatul Nurfairuze, the General Manager of Dorsett Putrajaya.
Good morning.
This morning, for hosting us to do a touristic publicity for the hotel and for the country Malaysia, Putrajaya in particular. And we also have Mr. Razman, who is the front office manager of Dorsett Putrajaya this morning. So, briefly, can you tell us some background about yourself? I understand you have been in the hotel industry for more than 18 years. You were instrumental in the opening of many of these prominent hotels in the sales and department. Yeah. So please go ahead.
Yeah. So morning, Adrian, and thank you
Thomas.
and Thomas. Thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for your time to come over all the way to Dorsett Putrajaya. It's a lovely area, very calm, relaxed place, scenic, special, spacious, so many more about Putrajaya that people need to know. So again, when it comes to my experience, I've been in the hotel line for more than 18 years. I started with Mikasa Hotel Apartments next to American Embassy, and there was the first hotel apartment in Kuala Lumpur. I moved on with many other brands, from local owned hotel to international brand, and I've also exposed myself into MICE Hotel, service apartment, city hotel, local brand hotel, resort, and luxury. So to me, to be a complete hotelier, I have to tick the list of all areas. So once I've done all areas of accommodation, I feel I'm satisfied. But knowing me, I'm always after I've delivered to a certain place, I feel complacent. Then I always like to find more challenge, and I like to explore new things as well. And my strength is I never fail my employer. That's me, and this is something I always tell my employers, that I'll never fail my employer. So with many pre-opening of hotels, pre-opening of residences and resorts, and holding cluster role. Not only one hotel. I am used to handling 4 hotels when I was with Vijaya National Sales Office. I used to be EAM Sales and Marketing in Lanson Place and Ambassador Row, so reporting to regional GM and general managers, 4 GMs, 2 GMs, and Sunway also 2 GMs, Sunway Velocity and Putra. That was the exciting part, because you get to deal with the mall. Sunway is a big conglomerate company, and they have the medical part, they have the education. So once a while you have town hall, you meet the entire Sunway family. So I was also given the opportunity by Tan Sri Jeffrey Chia to be with his son Adrian Tan, the youngest son. Adrian was all the while with my team in sales and marketing, because he came back, he wanted to learn about, the parents want him to understand hotel. So every time I venture into something, or I join a hotel, there must be something interesting about that particular hotel. And I moved on from Sunway to from Vijaya. Actually, I moved on to Lanson Place. So that was small luxury hotel, first service residence in Kuala Lumpur. When you talk about SLH, they are very popular in Europe, in America, but not in Asia. In Malaysia, people don't know what is small luxury hotels. But if you go to Singapore, a similar hotel will be like Royal Scots Plaza, that was under small luxury hotels. There's Fullerton, this is all the local brands that tie up with small luxury hotels. So I opened. Then after that, I went to Rosewood. Hong Kong owner Sonia Cheng. I think the Rosewood brand is really booming up now. It's luxury all the way, and the property that they opened in Malaysia is called New World. I'm sure you heard One World, now New World, near Paradigm Mall, and I was actually there opening the property as opening director of sales and marketing. So after Rosewood, I had a call from Equatorial, a name that Malaysians know, Equatorial. Then I know the owner interviewed 18 directors of sales and marketing. Then my interview with him was not easy. When I came in, we were actually facing the Menara Dion. We were in Menara Dion. EQ was just opposite as the building under construction. So he said, you have a good CV, very thick CV, but I don't think you can sell my hotel in the room. So I told him, really, Donald? Your hotel, you want corporate? You need people like me to help you sell the property to be a corporate hotel. And he's really into digital, and he looks at things ahead, and I got the job. And he was very fussy with that. So to me, if you want to be successful, you need people like me, because his dream is to beat Shangri-La, which is just across the road. To him, Shangri-La is old. Then his dream is also to, Grand Hyatt was there. To him, that nothing great about Grand. This is Donald, and he talks about Four Seasons. I said, come on. He said, Four Seasons rate is so high. I said, but how high can you do that in Malaysia? In Singapore, you can sell high rates. In Malaysia, it won't sustain at that rate. We saw Four Seasons from 1,008 rate during opening. It went down to 1,005, 1,003. So Donald's dream was to be like that as well. So average rate is his dream. So when I left the hotel, not really left because COVID situation, the ADR, we were number one. And we beat the Shangri-La, we beat Mandarin Oriental average rate, and the Grand Hyatt. Of course, Four Seasons is a different level, but that's the owner. He always wants to be, the best. And then during COVID, of course, the situation for everyone was a bit challenging. We were asked to take leave, 2 weeks to 2 months. It wasn't easy for everybody. And after opening the hotel, 5 of us actually to open the hotel together with the GM. They were all from Hyatt, Bulgari, big brands, Atlantis, Dubai. Justin, he's now the GM there now. Justin was our HR that time, and I was the only Malaysian in that, as a sales and marketing. So I'm proud, to be able to work with them to open EQ. EQ was actually a name that the community talks about. Equatorial, a bit panjang lah, So it's they always say EQ. So that's when the name EQ came up. Then we actually, brainstorm what name to be in the suites. One of the suites is called AHA. So I was fully involved with all that. I am very proud, that EQ is now standing tall in the, KL city. And if you ask who opened it, it's me. I start recruiting sales and marketing team, and it's a big team, and we move and try all the meeting rooms, the 2-tier ballroom, something that is so sentimental to me. So, but of course, my dream is to always be a director of sales and marketing for an international brand in the city. EQ is in KL City. I've been in PJ. I'm in the other area, not as director of sales and marketing, but as a junior position. But EQ, director of sales and marketing, was to me, yes, I'm in KL, And when I get opportunity to move to Marriott, it was hard to go into Marriott. Although you have many years, that is Marriott, because they grow people internally. And every time you apply, it's a no. But this time was unique. They called. Apparently, the GM came over to EQ. they love TQ. It's on the same road, and they asked who's the director of sales and marketing. So I got the card. I got messages to meet up. Very interesting. And yeah, I've always wanted to be in the big brand.
Yeah, I
Marriott,
guess
the largest.
your performance spoke for yourself. Your competitors must have been observing, this EQ sales of rooms, banquet, other properties, facilities have shot up. So they will know. They also monitor. And I guess good, fortunate for you that you are better recognized.
Not easy, Adrian.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. In this world of competition, jealousy, backstabbing,
Exactly.
and whatnot,
Yes.
it's good that you have made it. So congrats to you on that. Yeah, and so how is it? Has it been since you have come a long way, more than 18 years now in Dorsett? What is your vision and plan for this brand and group?
Um, Dorsett is a very unique brand that I think people in Malaysia know Dorsett brand. The owner dream is to always have. He doesn't want like 5 stars or anything. To him, it's like a 4-star category hotel. I want everybody to be able to stay in hotel. I want the environment of hotel to be simple, comfortable. You have good experience, so you don't need gaudy stuffs in the room. It's something that accommodate everyone to stay. Something that is also affordable, comfortable, and a good experience for people. And I think that is the uniqueness of Dorsett. And when it comes to Putrajaya, because it is in the federal, the government offices, administrative area of the government, my dream is to have this hotel to be the preferred hotel in Putrajaya, not only to people who attend government meetings, is also for conventions. My dream is to also see leisure, people coming for leisure in Putrajaya, for wellness in Putrajaya, and also those who go to KLIA, you pass by every day to your work, and to you it's like, hey, I like Dorsett Putrajaya, so I want to be the preferred hotel in Putrajaya. And with the expansion plan that we are having, we will have the biggest inventory in Putrajaya. So that speaks, of the dream for this hotel.
How many rooms in total now here and the expansion?
Now we have 308, and the next expansion plan, if there's no changes, will be 289.
Oh.
Yeah, and we have 13 meeting rooms here. The new block may have 4 to 8 meeting rooms. It's very popular to my meetings as well. The ballroom is 250 capacity, but high ceiling, 2 LED. Not many hotels has 2 LED. Although 250 capacity, the uniqueness of the ballroom is 2 LED. So government meetings is our base business, and also the FITs. You want to get your IC done, you want to go and do your passport, you want to do EPF. This is a strategic location. Nobody else has this beautiful location in Putrajaya.
Perhaps you can elaborate more on the wellness side.
Okay, for Putrajaya, there's a lot of running events that has taken place in this. I call it a lake city, lah, yeah, because all our rooms are, most of our rooms are facing the lake, so it's like a lake city surrounded by malls and etc. So, running events for example, this week, this might have the Sketches Run, we have the She Run, right, Razman? And next month is also, we have the Milo Run, we have the Garmin Run. It's many. So every time these running events happen in Putrajaya, you see international guests coming to book, to join the event. And when you have meetings, you see Malaysians, having meetings here. But when it comes to running events, you see FIT leisure travelers coming and join the running event. So it's becoming more popular. And during this time, hotel rates will definitely be higher. Be higher. You have opportunity to yield on your rates. And even when you have the highest category room, it will be sold out. So I have seen the running events happening regularly, not every month, but at least throughout my 4 months here, it has been a few. So this week there's 2, next week there's 1. Even MOF is doing audit run. Audit run this week. So that's popular. And another one growing is cycling. Sometimes occasionally you have cycling group there, Azmed, and they started, the last one we had was from Anjong, Flora. That's an area that we want you to explore and experience it. And people come cycling. Sometimes they carry the tikar with picnic baskets and park their car at the lake and sit down with family. So it's like becoming a trend. I see that growing in Putrajaya. It's just a place for you to relax and be with your family or friends, and for health and wellness as well. Yeah, my wish is to see more marathons happening in Putrajaya. Probably, in KL we always have Standard Chartered Marathon, all that. If the government can bring those kind of events to Putrajaya, wow, this will be the destination. So not only Kuala Lumpur, Putrajaya as a destination. Yeah.
Do you foresee that Putrajaya could one day become a medical tourism hub?
Institute Cancer
Oh.
Negara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We have also actually approached the hospital Cancer Negara. We approached them to see how we could collaborate to have, not only the patients but their families. So we have occasionally families who, visit their patients in the hospital. They stay here.
Oh.
It's not far. Yeah. So it's like less than 7 minutes drive. Yeah. Very near. And today, for example, we have like the Hospital Putrajaya organizing events for doctors. 200
okay.
over doctors. So the weekend business with the hospitals having events has increased. The last one we have also on weekend. That's where you can get all doctors together, I think,
Yeah, that's right. I understand there are a number of hotels here. Can you say a little bit about how many and how do you manage? Those are 5-star hotels.
I know Putrajaya Holdings and Perbadanan Putrajaya owns a few hotels here, like the Everly next to Alamanda, the Pulse Grand used to be the old Shangri-La up on the hill with less than 100 or 100 rooms. Then you have Zenith. Just not far from us, but again we have a more beautiful location, Zenith. They have in Kuantan as well, Zenith. Doubletree used to be Pullman by the Marina Lake, so that that property has been here 20 years longer. We are only about 10. So, it changed from Pullman to Doubletree. What's growing also is a change of students' accommodation. That's where Mercure comes in. Mercure comes in and open more like studio concept to take students to stay. But of course, when you take students, there's different category of budget that the school has. So Cyberjaya has a few institutes or colleges like MMU, Lim Kok Wing, and now there's International Islamic Institute from owned by an Egyptian. For example, they explore not only Cyberjaya, they explore Putrajaya as well for events regularly for the students. So the recent one was they had it in auditorium Perbadanan Putrajaya. Behind, so we are the nearest, so we get occasionally high tea, tea break event, and that's one thing. And also when you talk about the Iron Mosque opposite us, apart from the Pink Mosque in Putrajaya, the Iron Mosque is popular with people doing the akad nikah session, and when you do that ceremony, they will look for caterers to provide coffee breaks. They will look for a space for people to have meal after you have your solemnization or akad nikah session. So we are the nearest. So I'm also exploring to work with the committee at the mosque to see how can we be their main caterer. I heard they have 20 over caterers. How can you use us as a hotel to give you what the budget that you have, but of course the cook will be more premium, I think, by our chef. So nicer food for the guests.
Can I just ask, the Iron Mosque,
Yes.
Masjid Sultan Nizam, why do you call it Iron Mosque?
Well, Masjid Besi, right? You see the architecture of the building. You go inside, it's 2 levels. It's beautiful, very cooling. And when they have like Umrah, kursus Umrah, people who going for Hajj, you'll be surprised. Sometimes we have bookings here and the agents put like 50, 100 people, and they all go out with when people do Hajj, that white cloth over them and walking to the mosque. So these are some of the events. So it's a mixture of events actually happening in Putrajaya, and it's not only it's wrong perception when people say, oh, it's government only, it's government. That's not true, because the associations has also moved to Putrajaya. You have the UNHCR here, you have WHO moving here, UNDP, all has shifted to Putrajaya. So the NGOs, so more events happening, definitely. And when it comes to the embassies, although we always hear embassies, they plan to move the diplomatical offices to Putrajaya, but that has not happened in full yet. But like British High Commission, for example, they do trainings for the government. So eventually you have to have the event in Putrajaya because the government is all here. So and ASEAN, when ASEAN was hosted by Malaysia, and they hand over to Philippines, we have the Philippine delegations with us every time there's meeting taking place. So it's a wider scope of business people that are here, not only restricted to just the government people.
So this is tourism as well.
Tourism, yes.
Okay,
So,
good.
I like a breakdown of the guests in Dorsett. It's a percentage of leisure,
Foreign,
business,
Okay,
government officials.
right. Well, when you talk about MICE meetings, I think 40 to 45% of our business is MICE. That's our base business. That's the reason why we also want to increase the number of meeting rooms. And when you have government, their trainings, their ad hoc events that involve different states in Malaysia, the sizes of the meeting room has to be big. It's not the 20 packs. Meeting is always 40 and above. So that's when when we plan to expand the building, you need a right size of meeting space. Rather than have 8 small, I would rather have 4 big ones, because that's the demand for the moment. So that's 40 to 45%. On same day, Razman used to mention to me, Bishai, every day we have at least towards the evening, you'll be surprised, like 4-5 p.m. you pick up another 30 individual booking, FIT bookings easily. And so we know when we target occupancy today 70, you will not end up 70, you may end up 80. So that is the trend. People want to go and get their passport done. You want to and not only the locals, it's also the foreigner business people. You need to get your eyes whatever government related issues. So that's when the on-day pickup of bookings will happen. Of course, aside from that, we also have the government FIT bookings on their own, because we have rates set up to the per diem of the government officers. So when they travel here, the rates is something within their cap of so that they can get their work done and stay with us. So corporate as well. When I say corporate, it's more to events, like people corporate in Bangi, Nilai, Cyberjaya offices, or even Surumban. You sometimes don't want to go all the way to Kuala Lumpur, so you host your events nearer in Putrajaya and Cyberjaya area. But the base business is the MICE, the meetings, and the balance are 15% will be the leisure. The balance are all business people. Business people.
Any plans for Dorsett to compete against other hotels in terms of FIT events, and as well as the preferred choice of hotel?
Okay. If you talk about Dorsett as a group, well, what I know, of course, I can tell you more of Dorsett Putrajaya, but of course, we are shared on the expansion a little bit of the group. Recently, we opened Dao by Dorsett in Johor Bahru, 15th of May. So that's more studios that I mentioned, where sometimes you want to target the long stays and students staying, and or families that require kitchen, for example, to service apartment concept. So Dao by Dorsett has opened in other countries, London, Singapore, and now in Johor in Malaysia. So that's our first one in Malaysia. I'm sure the owner will have more plans to see other DAO. So when we have the expansion here, just to share a little bit, some of our units will be service apartments. Not really, not many, maybe less than 20. Will have a mixture of 1 and 2 bedroom. Those are the ones with balcony. If you later see our level 3, those are the units that we plan to have 1 and 2 bedroom. There are people, like the pilots, for example. You are based in Kuala Lumpur, you need accommodation. I don't want a normal condo, I want a hotel. So you come and clean my room every time. I want 24-hour security, I want to deal with reception. When you book a normal condo or you rent outside, it's different. When you're in a hotel, you have 24-hour service. So so that's the difference. Not really competing, because we, again, like I say, our target is to cater to everybody. everybody. But we want a little mixture of that long stays as well. Since we are moving into expanding Dao by Dorsett.
And for the Malaysia guests, do they book directly with the hotel, Dorsett Hotel, or they book through a third party like Agoda Booking.coms?
Okay. Well, Agoda and Booking.com, it's not easy to compete with them, yeah. Because even when I was with Marriott, we talk about this all the time. How come we're not getting the bookings? And Marriott always tells us, you need to drive booking on the website. You give us KPI to drive booking on the website. But again, when it comes to these OTAs, they spend a lot of money on marketing, digital, and few hundred thousands or more than that, who doesn't know them? But for us, how much do you spend? That's when we also want to work with the government side, the Tourism Malaysia, on how do you boost Malaysia to be, popular to leisure bookers. Their reward program is fantastic. So when I was with Marriott, they always talk about Marriott Bonvoy, but there's still struggle to get to the number for Marriott Bonvoy. So Dorsett has a unique program called Dorsett Your Rewards. It's not or DYR they call it, and it's not as big as Bonvoy definitely, but we have the program, and you'll be rewarded for one booking, the first booking that you make. Put in your email, you be a member, it's free, and you start collecting points from your first day. So the program will grow definitely in terms of meeting. People have meeting, people spend in food and beverage outlets where eventually those can be an area, but at the moment it's more for accommodation purpose. You get the points straight away. And I was shared by head office that the result recently, and I shared with the entire team. We have the highest enrollment and the only one in May with a positive numbers of enrollment in Malaysia, and I'm so proud of that, and I appreciate what the team has done, because that means you've been driving more booking to the website instead of OTAs, Agoda Booking.com. You pay a lot of commissions, so the team has done a fantastic job. When I see Dorsett Putrajaya is the only one sent by Hong Kong office, I just step and share with the team. We're so happy. So I think there's more things that can be done. Of course, when I come here, it's not for me to change the entire thing straight away. Otherwise, everyone will leave. So I'll have to also adjust to it. There's a lot of good things that they have done here, and the team strength is teamwork over here. Very strong teamwork over here. So they really have good attitudes. It's just that you have to add value to what they have done for the property. So a lot of things that can be better, you just add, and talk to guests and things like that. Sometimes the chef cook really nice, but they're a bit shy to talk to guests. So now we're slowly getting them to expose to guests. So I brought in a new executive chef. He was our Malay chef in Sheraton Imperial. He was with Mandarin Oriental and also Westin. He never wanted to be the executive chef, but he's been in the line 30 years. So I said, come and join me, become my executive chef, because I've tasted his food, I've tasted good comments from guests, from the media, and he speaks well to the media as well. So I said, come and be my executive chef. And to my surprise, he accepted. So Halim just joined me a week. Adrian.
So slim, tall guy.
Yes, a
dark
bit dark.
complexion.
Yes.
I observed this morning. He was giving the cooks pronto. Fast.
Oh, okay.
It's good. I see that they don't slack. Small meal like roti canai, it didn't take hours. He said, no, get it done fast. Hands-on.
He talks to guests a lot as well. So noisy sound. He was at that corner singing birthday song. It was meeting group So with that, then he was with another taking picture. I was like, okay, so he's doing the PR with guests. That's what I need in all the chefs. You know, you talk about the food, and doesn't mean you cook. It's nice. You need to get feedback. You know. So he's here with me as well. So some of the changes that we want to see better for the property. Yeah.
Yes, it's good that the Malaysia guest books directly with Dorsett Hotel,
Yes.
then going to a third party.
Correct. Yeah.
That's the best thing.
So far, we have lead since I'm here. So with the result in Hong Kong, we have lead a good result, and I'm sure the rest will come as well. And we recently tie up Cuti Dorsett with Tourism Malaysia, and for all the Dorsett brands, I'm sure this will be another hit story for the group. Yeah.
Okay, my name is Raja Razman. You can call me Razman. I have experience in hotel.
Raja Muhammad Razman bin
Raja Kamruzaman.
Okay.
So I have experience in hospitality around 20 years. Start from the humble beginning as the bellman, then get promoted to become a front office manager. Okay, I'm just joined Hotel Dorsett Putrajaya around 4 years ago. And then normally what I observe in this hotel, Dorsett Putrajaya, is mostly come from the government sector lah. But in certain event, the FIT or the free individual traveller become stay at hotel for the leisure. At the time we go the school holiday, a public holiday, and then because the attraction of this surrounding area, like if you see in the fasting month, there have many person come by to this hotel to pray at the Masjid Bersih, and then buy a food at this parking place. They do to like bazaar Ramadan. Yeah, many they stay here because because that's event. That's very popular. We get the occupancy from there lah. Because normally in the fasting month, not many government do the meeting, and they take over lah for the leisure, and they come just for fasting, pray, eat around this area. It's very purpose. Even we showing you the cruise. Yeah. Normally they cannot book one, but they has promotion. You can book in advance. But normally you have to be there to book, then you can go join the cruise. They not pay advance booking. But some of the now they do the promotion. Certain date you can book in advance, but it's a selected time.
So it's very popular cruise.
Because here you can see the sunset, and it's 15 to 7:15. The weather will change. They can see the sunset.
Very good. Can you talk about the fare, the cruise? Just now you mentioned how much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Actually, the normal price of cruise is 50 ringgit for
50.
adult. 50 for adult. It's one for number one, yeah. But your joint is like select the time for cruise with 60 ringgit, and then got senior citizen price 31 ringgit.
So 60 ringgit, 60 normal, senior citizen half
31.
Okay.
The one you can book and the first one you cannot book. So.
Only for citizen or tourists?
Tourist will be different lah. The different my card holder.
Oh, I see. So they pay the full rate.
Okay.
And then the other spots?
Okay.
Tomorrow.
Okay. Tomorrow we go to Anjung Floria. Anjung Floria actually in the morning is very nice because only people will do jogging, take photo. Also they have like artificial beach. You can take photo there, like really like a beach. You can do activity there. Normally they come for picnic, family picnic.
Leisure tourists, do they book on their own, or do they book directly with Dorsett Hotel?
Normally they have two channels, either to phone, they can call, and the website as mentioned by Muslim. So normally we prefer to book to our website lah. So I think actually we get the better rate lah online. But sometimes the Agoda or Booking.com, we put the higher rate, they pay for half for the guests. They
Yeah,
check
noticed
the
that.
see.
They do it at night.
Oh, I
And they cut
see.
your rate.
We put the rate.
Yeah.
This rate we pay for the gas. We take balance.
You ask them to change, they say, okay, we'll change. But they got the deal already.
So they
People
undercut.
buy already.
Undercut,
It does happen all the time. Yeah.
Price
Undercut.
changes.
That's
Yeah,
why.
understand.
That's why.
That's business.
That's why we coming here check in. We promote lah. We have the settle rate, better rate lah.
And for the house, does the housekeeping, the personnel, does 100% check on the room that
Yeah.
everything functions properly?
That's why compulsory lah. We have the maid and the supervisor. The supervisor do that thing lah. Before they release the room, they will check everything. Because maid just do the bed, cleaning. The person we release the room is the supervisor that we hire for do that thing lah.
What does the supervisor check? Is there
Every-
SOP checklist?
That's
For
it.
example, they check the towels, make sure that there's hot water, the kettle is working,
Yeah, everything is.
or even the writing pen is working.
Yeah, normally the task lah.
Like in the Western country, they do have this where they check A to Z. They do not want to have any complaints from the customer.
We still have old school way.
That's very, very important.
Yes, because sometimes you put in new things in the room.
Yeah.
You need to check the new things as well.
Because a lot of tourists, travelers, they will check in the website.
Yeah.
Any comments,
Comment.
they will take it very seriously.
Of course, sometimes mistakes happen, but but
minimize it
still,
lah,
yes,
minimize it.
yeah. So you have a status where the maid will put vacant clean, but still, Razman and his team cannot sell it, cannot take it until the supervisor check and put vacant inspected. So there's 2 stages of checking. Yeah.
So far, any experience of bad guests who mess up the room, or so far well-behaved tourists?
They have also but we did the linen was very, but we charge cash lah.
It's a non-smoking hotel, Adrian. It's a non-smoking hotel, but sometimes guests are smart. When they come in a group, I'll smoke in one room because you charge me, let's say, 500 ringgit. I'll smoke in one room, then I just share with other rooms. I'll just call one room with the smoking. They are also smart. And but not really messy. When you see the government people that come here are more decent, even though with family, they behave.
Yeah, we give and take. Yeah.
So like the rooms that have cigarette smell, what will be Dorsett's action on it? Because there are some guests, in some forums, they can when they check it, they already can smell the cigarettes.
Okay, if sales normally we change the room first, and then we do the treatment for that room lah. We put ionizer lah.
You have to close it at least 2-3 days before we can sell it. So it's a loss of revenue for a few days for us.
500 ringgit.
Yes, yeah. When we have certain groups, right, with a big group, the organizer will tell us, change it to 5,000, don't put 500, because I know my people will. They also share the 5,000. People don't mind to pay.
Foreign tourists, 5,000 is nothing for them.
Nothing. Yeah. So this thing happened actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
How often does Dorset refurbish the hotel? Say every 7 years, 10 years, minor and major.
Well, I think when it comes to refurbish, it's depends on the area that you need to change. Let's say now you have a lot of meetings happening and you see the data of revenue of meetings year on year increasing. The wear and tear of the meeting rooms will surely come first, that's where carpets needs to change, wallpaper needs to change, but if you have your preventive maintenance in place, you check prior to all that happening, it reduces the potential of higher refurbishment. But when it comes to like renovation, not so frequent. Refurbishment depends on the wear and tear of the area. The rooms are still in good condition, I would say. Yeah. It's 10 years.
Okay, thank you very much, Madam and Mr. Razman. Yeah, for us. Yeah, have a pleasant evening.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.